Hello, this is my video on my philosophies of education by me, William Gutierrez. The first question we are asked is, what is the purpose of education in our society? The purpose of education is to prepare students to become individuals who are ready to participate in society. According to the video, What is Education For? Education should be a lifelong endeavor and not just something that stops at high school or college. We should always strive to be better. The second question is, what is the role of an educator? A role of an educator is to be a role model. Anybody can put on a crash course video. Anyone can spout out dates and names, but not everyone can be a teacher. It takes a certain passion for the material. An English teacher who doesn't care about To Kill a Mockingbird is no better than an audiobook and some Spark Notes. As Rita Pearson says in her TED Talk, teachers must make personal connections with their students. The next question is, how have my experiences impacted me? Well, I attended 13 different public schools by the time I graduated high school. I've seen it all. People who are given nothing to work with, who put their blood, sweat, and tears into everything they do, and teachers who are given every resource, who couldn't care less of what becomes of their students, and everything in between. I've learned the most from the teachers who truly had a passion for what they were teaching. I have a passion that I think will make me a good teacher. The next question is, what are the three qualities of an effective teacher? The first quality that I think makes an effective teacher is passion. A teacher who is passionate about what they are teaching is leagues better than one who isn't. I will try to reflect on my lessons and think about whether or not I would have wanted to sit through my own lesson to help me stay passionate. The next quality of an effective teacher is to switch things up. Teaching the same thing the same way every year would become discouraging to the best of teachers. That is why, in order to avoid repetitiveness, I plan to switch up the way I teach a subject every year, even just a little bit. The final quality that I think makes an effective teacher is approachability. As Rita Pearson said, we need to form a relationship with students. A child needs to feel safe in a classroom. That is why I will try to implement what I learned about brave spaces into my classroom. The next question is, what is the purpose of being an educator? The purpose of wanting to be a teacher is to educate children. Simple enough. Well, more specifically, there are many reasons. Like Cole said in chapter 2, part of my purpose is to negate the wounds I got while I was a student. Another purpose is to educate the generation that will end up taking care of me when I am older. I want to make sure I am taken care of well. The next question is, what can be changed about the education system? One of the main things I would change is the way schools receive funding. A school's funding should not primarily be based on the wealth of the surrounding community. The system gives more to the people who already have more than enough, and not enough to those who need it. There should be a more equitable system put into place. That is the best way we will see improvement in the school system. And lastly, what is my overall philosophy on education? In Star Wars Episode 7, Master Yoda says, "We are what they grow beyond." Ever since then, that line has stuck with me. I want to be a history teacher. The thing about history is that it is primarily focused on research and knowing good sources from bad ones. At the end of a semester or a school year, I will know I have done my job if my students are able to do good research and know a good source from a bad one without my help. In other words, I want them to grow beyond me. And those are my slides on my philosophy of education. Again, I have been Will Gutierrez, and thank you for watching.